Give me an L.
L.
Give me an I.
I.
Give me a C.
C.
Give me a K.
K.
Give me an S.
S.
What's that spell?
Legs.
That's right, legs.
The 80s, the introduction of Cabbage Patch Kids, the debut of MTV, and the AIDS epidemic. But today we're going to be focusing on the rock legend Paul Gilbert and his video Intense Rock Volume 1. Now in the background, what you're watching is part of the introduction of the video. It's where Paul Gilbert is showing us his licks after his introduction of the spelling of licks. Now what you're realising is he's still going on. And I'm not going to show you the whole thing because he plays for 2 minutes and 15 seconds straight of pure shred, which is absolutely insane, but it's a little bit intimidating to start with. Shortly after the terrifying, mind-blowing introduction, we're going to have a look at the first lick and see what we can do.
A real good exercise for this is basically doing just that, jumping over the string. The note I hit is E with my first finger on the 12th fret of the high E string. Sounds pretty simple like that. When you speed it up, it's a great lick.
Oh yeah, easy. So I usually use like either the 0.5 flow or the Jazz 3 here, which is, you know, two very different picks, but we'll see what works best. Now I'll give it a go with the Jazz 3. It seems like the Jazz 3 is kind of the one for this style. Like, it gives a better tone and is just like much better for this sort of shred. Now for the bit that we've all been waiting for, his guitar tricks, the things that make him different.
Figure out what to do with your pick. You know, I pretty much just whiz mine in the air. You don't need it at all.
Okay.
Stick your first finger on the A note, 5th fret on the high E string. Take your picky and put it on the D note, 10th fret of the high string. And because it's a two-handed lick, you sort of reach up with your right hand. You just reach up and pull a rabbit out of the guitar.
Next big topic in the video is 3-note per string scales. Like, you guys will probably mostly know this as modes, but he just describes it as 3-note per string scale. That's this. All that sort of stuff. Basically, he's just going over the modes. You know, he's doing C, but he's starting on the F, so... You know, like that, and then goes up and up and up, blah, 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 all the way to the C up there. It's actually a pretty cool, efficient way of, like, soloing around. That's how you do get all that. It's a really good shredding technique, so, yeah, kudos to Paul for highlighting this technique. Guitar trick number 2. I hope we're not bamboozled with the bunny, you know, that sort of thing again.
For my next guitar trick, I'd like to perform an extremely difficult feat of magic involving handcuffs, a straitjacket, a beautiful assistant, and a canvas mailbag that would make Houdini think twice. Let's get right to it.
And that's it, that's the trick. Unfortunately, dear viewers, we've been bamboozled again. There's no tricks, there's no fun licks, there's nothing. He just simply puts that woman
in the straitjacket, handcuffs her in the boot of a car, strapped in, kicks that car down the hill, edge of the cliff, into the ocean. That's it.
It's actually quite horrific. Anyway, then the next highlight in the video is guitar drills. It's all the stuff that he's already actually gone on about, so the 3-note per string scale, and then techniques like hammer-ons, pull-offs, and then some of like the chromatic work, you know, all of that, and then like obviously at extreme speed that I am not very good at. But yeah, check out these if you want to improve on that, like all that sort of stuff. Guitar trick number 3. That can't be a real chainsaw. Oh no, that is definitely a real chainsaw. That's it. He literally cut through the whole thing. They actually cut through that guitar in half. That's a committed bit. That's a costly committed bit. Guitar trick number 3. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Then he goes on to the topic of arpeggio techniques, which is like, well, like arpeggios. I don't know how else to explain it. If you don't know what arpeggios are, then you should probably go back to everything. They can actually play, you can play your brain-rotted riff of... Then at the end of the video, he goes over his amplifier, which looks like a VHS player with like a switchboard on top. It's the 80A MP1. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, he toys around with it and just like shows the different effects. It's what you expect. It's just a switchboard with like, you know, a distorted side, a clean side, overdriven, and other effects and magic, guitar magic. Here's some clips of him showing the amp.
It's more like the presence, you know, the presence.
Now to finish off the video strong, he's got another guitar trick, a final guitar trick. Let's see what this one is.
Right now I'd like to do my last and final magic trick for you. I'm gonna make the guitar disappear. This time it'll work for sure, no problem. Hey, this is the wrong video.
Is that like Steve Vai's uncle? And that's the review, if you can call it a review, of Paul Gilbert's Intense Rock Volume 1. If you want me to do any more videos like this, then let me know in the comments below. If you haven't liked and subscribed, do that as well. And yeah, thanks.